Welcome everyone into the Lunch Table Blitzball Playoffs League. Starting with the play-in games, I'm your play-by-play commentator, Nathan Kettlet.
And I'm your color commentator, Ryan Harris.
And we're getting into an exciting one here, starting off with the Babes versus the Baiters. The rules of the Lunch Table Blitzball League are simple. The games are each 3 innings long. Each half inning is 2 outs per team. Each batter gets 4 balls and 2 strikes every at bat. If you get hit by a pitch twice, it is an automatic walk. Extra innings start with a runner on second if the game is tied after 3 innings. Home runs are anything out of the backyard and in between the black poles. If it's hit into the trees and stays in the yard, it is a ground rule double. And final calls are made by the umpires. Now that you know how the league works, let's take a look at the playoffs layout. Your 1 seed is the All Blacks, followed by your 2 seed as the Bombers. These 2 teams have bye weeks through the play-in game. Your 3rd seed is the Babes, who will take on the 4-seeded Baiters to get a spot as the 3 seed. Then you have your 5-seeded Blocks and your 6-seeded Cool Kids Club, where the loser is eliminated and the winner takes on the loser of the 3 and 4 seed game, and the winner of that game is the 4 seed. All the play-in games are single elimination. The semis are best of 3s, and the final is a best of 5. Anyways, enjoy game 1 and make sure to subscribe to the Lunch Table. Welcome in, everybody, and welcome to the first game of the Lunch Table Blitzball League. I'm your play-by-play 2-time Emmy Award-winning commentator, Nathan Kettlet.
And I'm your color commentator, Ryan Harris.
In for a good one here between the Baiters and the Babes, the 3 versus the 4 seed. Seeing this in the regular season, we're going to have to see a great pitching performance from Payson. So far this season's been one of the most elite on the mound. He's going to need to find himself hitting, though, for the the Babes, to come away with this one.
Yeah, his great pitching season, it's been good, but his hitting season has been a little bit more lackluster. We'll see how he performs in this one.
Nathan takes ball 1 high there, 1-0 count. Payson steps, throws that one way off. Earl already up 2-0 in the count. Nathan, during the regular season, third in the league.
I think you missed a foul ball there. I think it's a 3-1 count now.
A 3-1 count. Full count for Nathan. He's going to take his walk. First at bat of the game. He's going to result in a walk. So already for the Baiters, a runner on first in this one. And it's not unlikely to see Nathan 3rd in the league in walks throughout this entire season. Gets another one there.
Yeah, he's been really productive, getting on base. His on-base percentage is above average in the league.
Yeah, definitely going to need that from both these players. And one person who's a huge wild card in this is going to be Liam, because we had someone else in the league coming in during the regular season, but he had to travel during the summer. So Liam's coming in as a replacement. He's a huge wild card here. We could see possibly the Baiters going far in this one, or they could get knocked out right here. Winner of this game moves in to become that 2 seed that we talked about earlier to take on the Bombers with a 6-4 record, while the loser of this will play into another playoff game later against the winner of the 5 and 6 game. Liam takes that first pitch high, 1-0 count. That one taken high once again, 2-0 already. Payson needs to find his mark here pitching on the mound. He's going to find it there, and already a 2-1 count, pretty even so far.
Yeah, it was hard for him to find a strike in the first at-bat against Nathan, but glad to see him hit the zone this one.
And he's going to put him away. Liam reluctant to swing the bat, and he's a little bit frustrated after that one. 1 out. He'll switch places with Nathan, and now in a huge scenario. In this league, 2 outs, 4 balls, 2 strikes in this one. So it's going to be a huge thing about this is going to be plate discipline for these guys.
Yeah, it's always rough when you watch a ball hit the strike zone, even when it looks like it's about to hit you. These balls have a lot of movement on them, so it's really tough to be struck out.
Take the first pitch high, 1-0 count already. And we saw in his first at-bat with a walk. 2nd in the league in on-base percentage behind Ryan. It's going to be able to see if he can take the pitches. He was the team captain for this team, so he's going to have to see if his hitting and pitching performance, because he's going to be the pitcher on the mound today for the Baiters, if he can come through and really keep this team in it.
Yeah, and it's really been Nathan's leadership that has allowed them to succeed in the second half of the year after a pretty bad start.
Yeah, 0-5 to start the year as Nathan walks away with another walk, and will put runners on first and second for Liam. Because when we saw Nathan and Colton working together, going 0-5, Colton hitting below 100 on the season, it did not look good for these guys. They had a few close games in there. Pitching wasn't really the issue. They lost 3 games 1-0 as he goes 0-1 there. It was really the hitting, and I feel like both people, if they can hit on this team, they can go far. As it looks like some discussion between the refs. Believe that will be called a ball, and I think it's going to be a 1-1 count. As it doesn't matter, he'll swing and miss at that one, and just like that, we head into the middle of the first. We are getting ready for bottom of the first action here. Great inning pitched by Payson. No hits allowed, 2 walks, no runs. As out comes leadoff for the Babes. Alec, 2 homers in the regular season, 9 RBIs. He is a threat at the plate as he's going to swing and miss at that first pitch.
Yeah, this Babes team was really considered a threat in the early parts of the season, but they actually fell down to the 3 seed after losing a guessing 50% guessing game against the Bombers.
Yeah, as Alec's going to swing and miss at 2 pitches there. Early strikeout for Nathan on the mound. As up comes Payson, who's done a really great job. We mentioned earlier, he does a pretty good job getting on base, but he doesn't have as much pop as some of the other guys in this league. No homers yet throughout the season.
Yeah, he's a great pitcher, though. He's been really solid with the fastball and been able to hit the strike zone consistently.
One of the only losses to the 6th seed in the league were this Babes team, as Nathan finds the zone once again, takes an early 0-1 count lead. As we mentioned, the worst team in this league was the Cool Kids, as Nathan sits him down with an immaculate inning, but they're going to call that one low. Nathan thought he had it there.
You know, I can understand his frustration out, and it looks like we're calling it a strikeout.
Yeah, official call from the back umpires. They're going to say it did hit the zone. Again, the main umpire for this game is going to be Sawyer. His angle isn't too great on the mound, but he's overruled by the second base umpire as that being a strikeout, and Nathan comes away with an immaculate inning to end the first.
Yeah, great pitching performance by Nathan.
We saw that this season we had so many walks, and only around each game for the regular season, you played each team twice for a total of 10-game regular season, where the person with the most walks in the league, which was Josh, finished with 39 walks in 10 games, almost averaged 4 walks a game. That is incredibly high. So it's crazy to see how many times these guys get on base and how low the homers is, because the league leaders in homers was only 4 in 10 games. As Nathan's going to take that one for a strike, it's a full count. And he's going to get sat down there. What a pitch from Payson to get out number 1.
It was so smart of Nathan there to take that pitch. You know, like we said earlier, walks are extremely common in this league, and he was up to a 3-0 count before Payson was able to control and hit the zone.
Liam getting set here, 0 for 2 on the day. Wants to put something together as he swings and misses there, down 0-1 early. And again, with only 2 strikes, getting a player out in this league, swinging at pitches is so risky there, and especially when you're a pitcher, you're up 0-1 in the count. This is when you start trying to get people to chase the balls, putting them in places that are hard to reach, where they look really promising. As that one is going to sit down Liam. What a placement from Payson there.
Exactly, like you said, chase pitches are vital, and that was a good chase pitch from Payson. Swinging, like we said, is extremely risky, but it's a very high risk, high reward, as oftentimes you will see hits go over the fence for a homer.
Bottom of the second, we head in this one. Amazing pitching performance from Payson. 3 straight strikeouts on the mound as Nathan's going to miss that first pitch, down 1-0 early. As we mentioned, Alec, 2 homers on the season as he's going to have good contact there, but it's going to go foul, 1-1 count. He was swinging for the fences early on that one.
He sure was.
And he's going to get a little bit greedy there, try to chase that one. Wasn't even close. And Nathan's going to get his 3rd strikeout of the game. A very common thing is going to be strikeouts in this league. Not many of these people have great plate discipline, and a lot of these pitches are nasty the way they move. Is that one going to hit Payson there?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure if we've even had a ground out in this league.
As that one going to miss the zone, already down 2-0 early in this count to Payson. And with the hitting the players, most of the time you see in the major leagues, when you hit someone, they automatically take their base. In this league, if you get hit twice in an at-bat, then you can take your base. That one hit that you just saw, nothing happens, just a normal ball. So that's going to be a walk. Nathan a little bit wild in that pitching round against Payson.
Yeah, in addition to walks being common, the 4-pitch walk is also extremely common. Oftentimes guys won't be able to hit the strike zone.
Yeah, they got to get in a groove, and Nathan seemed like he was in a groove in that first inning, and so far in the second one, seems like he needs to find something to get settled down. And he gets Alec reaching early. You can see if Alec gets a bat on ball, it's going to go a long distance, but he's been struggling to do that so far.
Yeah, he had one of the longest home runs of the entire year during the season.
As that one's going to get through for a base hit, going to barely stay fair, but that's going to be a single for Alec. So there goes the no-hitter from Nathan. And now up to bat with runners on first and second is Payson. Clutch spot here.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, contact with the ball is huge, often results in a base hit, maybe even a homer.
Yeah, especially with how this is very skinny field and not very long, just because blitzballs aren't super heavy and these bats are plastic. But there's only 2 people out on the field, and one of them is the pitcher, so it's really hard for them to get used to fielding, as Nathan's going to sit down Payson and get out of the jam. And now we head into the top of the third inning, scoreless through 2 innings so far, been a pitcher's duel, and both these teams want to change that.
Yeah, oftentimes these games are very low scoring and often centered around pitching.
Yeah, the max runs you ever seen scoring in a game is only 7. Throughout the entirety of the regular, look to go deep on that first pitch. He's going to swing and miss, already down 0-1. 2 walks with that strikeout. Looks to get something done here. And he's going to swing and miss once again. Seems like he's looking for a tip, but it doesn't matter. Goes into the strike zone anyway. So gonna be his second strikeout of the game.
And to clarify, the rule is on the second strike, if a foul tip goes into the strike zone, it is a strikeout.
I'm getting set there. Had a lot of power on that swing. Gets fouled off. As he's going to foul that one off into the strike zone once again. So Payson, masterful pitching performance there. Sits him down with 2 pitches. And now we head into the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third we go. And as we mentioned earlier, it's 3 innings. So if they score a run here, it's over. The Baiters are moving into that second play-in game. And the Babes are moving on to take on the Bombers in the semifinals for the league.
Yeah, but because of this pitcher's duel, we very well may see this go into extra innings.
And the rules for extra innings, just like the major leagues, is going to be in the 4th inning and pass. Runner's going to start on second, and it's just going to be a pitcher's duel from there. Basically, if you make a mistake while you're pitching, it's more than likely scoring a run.
Definitely.
As all these guys are warming up, see Sawyer take a jump there, hanging out, just waiting for things to get set here, as nerves are at an all-time high. This really determines a lot in seeding, and you know that those higher-seeded teams are watching to see what's going to happen and who they're going to have to take on.
Yeah, as a player, the nerves really get to you when you're playing.
As Alec going to swing and miss at that one, has gone down 0-1 in every single count he's taken except for one.
Yeah, Alec's been really struggling this year. He's hitting only .167. That's good for 10th in the league as he hits that one foul.
Yeah, got a hold of that one. Maybe would have been a base hit if he could have kept it fair. So the count stays 0-1. And those 2 home runs have come at clutch moments. One of those being a solo home run against the Bombers early in the season, as he is going to swing out of his shoes for that one. And now the Baiters 1 out away from sending this to extras. as Payson, so far this season, no homers during the regular season, and it'd be a perfect time for his first, a walk-off in the bottom of the third.
Hitting 250, Payson is not the worst hitter in the league. We'll see if maybe out of the few at-bats he gets here, he'll get on base.
He's going to get set. You see the Baders teammates, Liam and Nathan, talking it over, trying to decide what they're going to do here, as Payson really one of those gadget guys who's really good at getting on base. Well, Alex got a lot of swing, got a lot of power behind that swing of his, but he doesn't really get on base too often. So it's really just the strategy here, as that one going to be way off the mark. 1-0 count. Both these guys, pitcher and hitter, both sitting with the pink in this game. And they're both of them trying to keep their team's hopes alive and giving them a guaranteed spot into the semifinals. As he is going to swing and miss at that one. Down goes Payson, and we head into extras. Here we go. Extra innings in Game 1 of the play-in. What a treat for everyone involved, especially the players. And so for this play-in game, none of these guys going to get eliminated here when we're going to have that 5-6 game going on in about a week or so, going live on the channel. That is going to be an elimination game. This game, you stay in it no matter what, but you would prefer to win this one.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how the pitchers adjust to the situation with the runner on second.
As that one from Payson's going to find the zone. He's been dealing ever since giving up 2 walks in that first inning. He's looking to just keep cooking. As that one, Nathan's going to swing and miss at. And now Liam's going to come up to bat.
Again, no matter how many outs there are in extra innings, it's always a constant threat with the runner on second.
Yeah, especially with only those 2 outs in play. You don't know when something can happen and when you could see some stars born in clutch situations. As looks like that one's going to find the zone now, a 1-1 count. As that is going to sit down Liam. And just like that, a masterful pitching performance once again from Payson is going to send this into the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th now. Babes up to bat. Alec wanted to end it there with that swing, and he's going to fall down in the count 0-1.
Yeah, especially with them being in the bottom half of the inning, he definitely has a chance to walk it off here.
And a 2-pitch strikeout there from Nathan. One more, and he's going to get a second immaculate inning of the day. But it's going to be in a clutch spot still, even a ground rule double, because anything past the fence is going to be a home run. But if you hit it into the bushes you see on the sides, past those black poles, that's going to be a ground rule double, and even that would win the Babes this game. Nathan struggling to find his mark here, already down 2-0 in the count. Payson 5th in the league in average. Gets a hit in about 1 in every 4 of his at-bats. Already walked twice today. That one's going to go high. Already 3-0 count. Maybe we would have seen a Chet swing from Payson there, but really the only person you're going to see that from is the league leader in homers himself, Chet Van Rokel.
Nathan, you forgot to notice the viewers didn't see the Chet swing.
Oh my gosh. Well, you're going to have to see it later on, as that one is going to go foul and a full count remains. As that's going to be a part of that 1-seeded all-black team, as you're going to see them taking on only 1 loss the entire season, the top 2 home run hitters, Abe and Chet. That is a team you're going to be scared to face later on.
It'll be really exciting to see those 2 in the semifinals.
You're going to be taking on the winners of the second play-in game, as that one going to sail high and will send Alec back up to bat with the runners on first and second and 1 out. Alec has not gotten on base yet today. Has struck out in every single at-bat so far, except for the one he got the single on. And they want to see one here. Payson's got a lot of speed, so you can put one on play. You could definitely see the Babes moving on to the semifinals.
Yeah, and we've seen runners score from second in this league. Even though the field is short, oftentimes they'll give it their best hustle.
Alec takes the first pitch, 1-0 count. Going to go all out for that one. A low breaking pitch, and the count evens at 1 apiece. Hit well. It'll go foul. That one had a lot of height on it, and will barely go foul.
That would have been a game changer right there, no matter where it landed, if it was fair.
Yeah, would have been a walk-off, either ground rule double or a walk-off homer, as that one's hit high. That one hit foul. Liam can't get to it. So both these guys will reload in a 1-1 count.
Again, that likely would have been a walk-off had that been fair.
Alec wants to end this one here. Takes that one for a ball. Now a 2-1 count. And this is something we haven't seen from Alec very much. He's getting really patient with his swings, and he's waiting for a certain time of pitch Nathan's going to throw. That one's going to hit him, and it's going to make the count full.
This will be interesting to see how both Alec and Nathan adjust to this full count in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, because a walk here loads the bases, and a strikeout would send it to the fifth. Nathan in a tough scenario. You know, when you're pitching a lot of balls, none of these guys really have ever played baseball before, so their arms not really used to the wear and tear of throwing this many pitches in this many innings. We're already in the fourth.
Especially when trying to put as much spin as they try.
As Nathan's going to go high fastball, Alec wanted it badly, and they're going to send it to the fifth. Here we go, still in extras here, top of the fifth inning. It's becoming a long one here, and the runner's still on second for both of these teams in a clutch scenario as Nathan comes up for his fifth at-bat on the day.
Yeah, we'll see if they can maybe end it with a couple runs here, or he may very well go to a sixth.
Payson's still cooking up that no-hitter of his all the way into the fifth inning as Nathan's going to take that one high, and he's going to hit down the left field line. Liam rounding third. He will score. Nathan rounds first, thinking about advancing, but he'll retreat back to first. And just like that, the Baiters jump to the 1-0 lead early in the fifth inning.
It was a great swing by Nathan, a great fair ball, got him on base and scored a run.
Liam tries to take home that high fastball as he's going to hit that one just foul. The count remains 0-1. And Liam wants it all when he's hitting, as that one going to hit him right in the cake, and it will be a 1-1 count. One more hit will put runners on first and second here.
And like we said, any base runners in extra innings is vital.
As that one's going to go low. 2-1 count. Payson trying to keep his nerves collected here. As Nathan calls time to get some water, relax, keep those nerves down, as this is a high-stress game. When you get later into these games, just the nerves going to keep building up, and both these guys are just going to have to settle down, as that one barely off the mark for a strike. Payson clearly not happy about it. Making sure it was a ball. Sawyer makes the final call, 2-1. Williams going to take that one high, works into a full count. Again, we mentioned earlier, Liam, a huge wild card on this. First game of Blitzball in a competitive environment. And so far today, has been struggling on the hitting side of things, but no one's going to remember that if you can come up clutch in extra innings, as he's going to take that one for a walk. So now, runners on first and second for the Baiters, no outs, as the man who just put them in the lead back up to bat once again.
Yeah, we'll see what Nathan can do here, especially with two runners on. It's a great advantage in this game.
Takes that one high, 1-0 count. Ground rule double will score a run. Nathan going to chop that one right to the third base line. That's going to be a ground out, force out at third. So runners stay on first and second, 1 out.
A really good decision there by Payson instead of trying to go for a risky one at second or first. Takes the lead runner.
And maybe he maybe even could have turned that for a double play, but decides to keep it with the safe option and just goes and tags the force out at third.
Which is great in this game because even having one out gets you an advantage.
Leon back up to bat, reached base for the first time all game with that walk, and he's going to foul that one off for an 0-1 count. He thought he had one down the line there, and it would have been huge because that probably would have let Nathan make this a 2-0 game. He's going to swing again. That one had a lot of pop on it, but it's going to go foul once again. Collects. 0-1 count. He's going to drive that one right field, and it is gone. 4-0 game, 3-run shot for Liam, and just like that, the Baders jump out to a 4-0 lead in extras.
In his first game, he makes a huge statement that he can be in this league for longer than just the playoffs.
And now the pitcher for the Baders and on the hitting sides, now the nerves starting to relax for these guys. Got a lot of cushion here. And the Baders still up to bat. Got one out to spare in this 4-0 game.
I can't imagine what Payson Craig is feeling right now.
Yeah, felt confident with that. Only that one run allowed because a home run still walks you off. But now down 4-0. It's really a lot of pressure on him to get out of this inning, and it's going to be to hit, especially with his no homers in the regular season. He's probably going to need to step it up on the hitting side. Especially
him and Alec will definitely need to play vital roles in the bottom of this inning.
As Nathan back up to bat. Struck out in his last at-bat. That one going way wide. 1-0 count. Going to go wide again. 2-0 count early for Nathan once again. Nathan wanted that one. Going to fall to a 2-1 count. Payson recollecting himself. And will sail high. Full count once again. And Nathan's going to swing and miss at that one. Payson finally gets out of the top of the fifth. And we'll see if the Baders can hold on to win this one in extras. Bottom of the fifth action. Here we come. It's been a thriller so far in this one, and the Baders put an exclamation mark after the top of the fifth inning to now lead 4-0 in extras. If they can even give up just 3 or less runs, they'll come away with a win and dominate and send themselves in to the semifinals as the 3 seed to take on the Bombers.
And great strike pitch there by Nathan.
That one would be just low, 1-1 count early. Alex standing on second, wants to be sent home. As that one looked low. Nathan arguing the call there. And the official call is going to be a ball here, 2-1 count. That one looked really close to sitting down Payson looking.
Yeah, I can understand Nathan's frustration. That one looked really close and definitely could have been called a strike.
2-1 count. Runner on second, no outs. Down by 4 runs. They're going to need to get on base here. He's going to swing and miss at that one. And now the Baders are 1 out away from a trip into the playoffs. And Alex going to come up in a clutch situation here. I think when you're looking at this, for the Babes, they want to actually walk here more than anything. They want to get as many people on base right here, right now. Of course, you wouldn't say no to a homer in this situation, but 2 runs aren't going to do you anything.
That's definitely true.
That one going to go just foul for Alec. Looked like it went just wide of the foul pole, and it's going to be an 0-1 count.
Down to the last strike here.
1 strike away, and he's going to swing and miss. Nathan gets him chasing, and the Baders take this one home with a 4-0 win and a trip into the semifinals. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to the Baders on their win, and make sure you guys like and subscribe.